So I should probably start by talking about my relationships and my love life and my dating life. But that's a very short story. The end. But someday I hope to have one of those. Love life, that is. But I wasn't perfect. I've sweared a couple times. I've seen a pretty girl walking my way and had some thoughts go through my head. I can't tell you exactly what those thoughts were, but I had to ask for forgiveness. And I lie all the time. I mean, I've lied before in the past. So that's really my past story. There's not much to it. I grew up a church guy. But I don't just want to talk about my past story. My story's not over. It's just beginning. So this is going to be my big year. I don't know if any of you know this, but I'm going to get my second college degree this year. And I know what you're thinking, how could this moron get one college degree, let alone 2 college degrees? But it's going to happen. And you might say, if this is your big year, it's an election year, why aren't you running for president? I was like, yeah, I could do that. But I'm not old enough, or rich enough, or corrupt enough. But my dreams are a lot bigger than that. This is a year for healing. This is a year for prosperity. This is a year for new beginnings. And this is a year for dreams to come true. So let's go to Luke 4:16 through 22. It's not going to be on the screen, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. When he came to the village of Nazareth, his boyhood home, he went as usual to the synagogue on the Sabbath and stood up to read the scriptures. The scroll of Isaiah the prophet was handed to him. He unrolled the scroll and found the place where this was written. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim that captives will be released, that the blind will see, that the oppressed will be set free, and that the time of the Lord's favor has come. And then he began to speak again. He said, the scripture that you just heard has been fulfilled this very day. And then this is your part. Everyone spoke well of him and was amazed by the gracious words that came from his lips. So be gracious. So I want to say that the scripture has been fulfilled. And I told you that this was my year. Well, this can be your year too. Anyone here that is poor, I bring you good news. Anyone here that is a prisoner, it is time for you to be released. Anyone here that is blind, you will be able to see. And the oppressed, you will be set free. Because of Jesus, all these things are available to us right now. Salvation, healing, prosperity, happiness. All we have to do is receive them. I know I'm receiving them. How about you?